Another news this morning, nearly 30 million people around the world are living as slaves. That's according to a new global index ranking 162 countries. The Global Slavery Index 2013 by the Walk Free Foundation says India, China, Pakistan and Nigeria have the highest numbers of people in modern slavery worldwide. In addition to Nigeria, other African countries with modern slaves include Mauritania, Benin, Ivory Coast, the Gambia, Gabon, Ethiopia, and the DR Congo. Now, to discuss modern slavery, we are now joined by Sarah Mathewson, who is the Africa Programme Co-ordinator of Anti-Slavery International from London. Good morning to you, Sarah, and thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
How rife is modern slavery in Africa today?
Well, it's very common, all different forms of slavery. We have labor, trafficking for sexual exploitation, the forced begging of children, child marriage, all these different forms of slavery. But I particularly work on something called descent-based slavery in West Africa, where people are born with the status of slave. And for people with this status, it means that their ancestors were also in slavery, but over the generations, people might have escaped or settled away from their masters.
Now, Sarah, what kind of form does child slavery take in West Africa?
Well, I mean, it's all people who have this status of slave who are affected, and it typically means that they live under the control of their traditional masters. They work from morning till night. They're treated as possessions. They live in extreme discrimination from the rest of society. And any children are also considered to be the property of their masters, and they might be sold on or rented out to people or even given.
We seem to be we're having a bad line there with Sarah Mathewson, the Africa Programme Co-ordinator of Anti-Slavery International in London. Sarah, are you still with us?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay, the line just keeps on breaking there. Yeah, just to understand, you said they are in a status of slavery and means that their ancestors or their grandparents or their parents come from the same. So is this a class thing in West Africa?
It is. It's like a caste of people who are known to be slaves, and then a group of those people still live under the control of their masters, and they're very much in slavery.
Now, it's very strange, I mean, to really think about this in the modern world in 2013. What are the governments doing about it to make sure that this changes?
Well, we actually faced quite a lot of resistance to our work from the government of Mauritania. And unfortunately, the government of Mauritania seems more preoccupied with imprisoning the activists who are campaigning against the practice than it does prosecuting the perpetrators of the practice.
Now, your organization, Anti-Slavery International, is based in the UK. Do you get quite a lot of support from human rights organizations in West Africa and other parts of Africa?
Yes, absolutely. We work in close partnership with them, and our policy is to go and support the work that they're doing, which might be research, awareness raising, helping victims out of slavery, providing microcredit, and doing awareness raising so that the populations are aware of the illegality of slavery.
Thank you very much. That's Sarah Mathewson, who is the Africa Programme Co-ordinator of Anti-Slavery International, on the line from London.
News that moves. eNCA.com.